What's going on, YouTube? Back at you with another video. Hey, I was just sitting here. I'm in the red truck right now. I got the white truck next door to me. White work truck. These were the two trucks I was going to give up to get that truck at one point in time. I was going to give these two up, trade it in, but they wanted to give me like $500 per truck. Now, the white one is a, I'll let you look at it. You guys have seen it. Seen them before. This red truck is the first truck that I got. About to put some garbage in the dumpster. But this is the red truck, guys. Body's kind of rusted out in the normal spots underneath the panels and things like that. Okay. Door jambs are pretty good. This truck has 200, I think it has 212,000 miles on it. It's a 07. I done had it since the beginning of my business. So 2016 is when I got it. This is a 2007. I got it for 10 grand, 10K when I first got it. It's still running. And I just got the AC fixed on it, so it's pumping out air for the summertime, pumps out heat for the winter. It's all good. Four wheel, it's still going. Can't complain about it. I mean, it's a used truck. Over here is the white truck. I got this one about 4 years ago. I got this one for like 17K. 17K for this. I was gonna give this up because I thought something was going on with it. It was pumping out white smoke occasionally, and I freaked out in the beginning of the season. And I ended up getting the oil change. I haven't seen the white smoke since. So I don't know. Maybe the oil need to be changed or whatever. I have no clue. I had put brand new tires on it. They wanted to give me 5K for this, you know, as a trade-in. No, not 5K. What am I talking about? $500. Not 5K. They want to give me $500 for this red truck, which is a 2007 Ford F-150. And they wanted to give me $500 for this F-250 diesel. And this probably has 100 and the mileage that went out on it. You can't see the mileage on here, but it's clean. Still goes. They got airbags on the back, but brand new tires. And they want to give me $500 for this one. They want to give me $500 for this one. Now, as you can see, Black Beauty's not here. I drove it up on limp mode. It's on limp mode. I drove it up. It wouldn't go over 30 miles an hour. And I drove it up to the diesel shop up there so I can go up there tomorrow morning and let them know that it needs to be serviced, checked on, see what it is to get it back in shape, get it back running. It's a 2015, I think, with 140,000 miles on it. So I got a 2015, a 2009, a 2007, and this was a 2019. So got a payment on this one, no payments on the other ones. So Yeah. So I would be stranded right now, because if I would have got rid of both of these, my black truck, which would be my main truck to personal slash to haul the leaf trailer, I'd be in trouble right now, because I wouldn't have a vehicle to drive. I would have to jump in here and drive this to, like, if I had to go somewhere or back and forth to work, which that's what I don't want to do. I need these to continue to get me from A to B and see what's going on with Black Beauty, and I'll get that figured all out. But I don't know. If I would have get rid of both of these, I'll be up the creek right now, because Black Beauty will be in the shop, these will be gone, and I would have this one that's my work truck. And yeah, I would be thinking to myself, man, I gotta get me a personal vehicle, and I'll be ending up getting me another personal vehicle besides the trucks. I'm not buying no more diesel trucks either. Let me get back in here. I'm going to the grocery store. So, but yeah, I'm not buying no more diesel trucks. You know, I didn't know nothing about trucks until I started my business. I had no clue I had no experience about trucks, what to expect from trucks, things like that. I'm just basically a car guy. And the only reason why I got these trucks is for business. I think a bat just went into my barn. I saw one in there yesterday, or the day before yesterday. I saw a bat in there. I'm thinking to myself, man, come on. Why do I gotta have a bat in there? You know what I mean? But, maybe it got some insects in there, whatever. Yeah, it's a bat. Hold on, let's check it out. It's like underneath this. He's right in this crevice over here. I seen one earlier. Look at it. Or is that a bird? Oh, that's a bird. What the heck the bird doing? Stay out of there, bird. Why you gotta be messing around up there? Anyway. Like I was saying, guys, I'm not getting no more diesels, man. They're too expensive. When they start needing to be repaired with all these sensors and limp modes, like regulations with the diesels, you don't really want to deal with that stuff, You could be on vacation. You could be, doing a job, and then your truck starts malfunctioning because of sensors and DEF and, the coolant system and the what is it saying now? It said something about the particular, is getting clogged and all this other stuff. Now, they cleaned it 2 months ago. They cleaned it 2 months ago. 2 to 3 months ago, they cleaned the particular, whatever the case was. They cleaned it. They got the specs and the numbers back right. And Now for some reason it's saying it's the same thing, So, hopefully it's a not too big of a dent that they going, but I already know anything that has to do with diesel repairs and all that stuff, they hit you hard. They bend you over with no Vaseline. You would think that, like, hey, give me a break. Nope. You got a truck. Like these newer cars, like my son's car is a Kia Optimus or whatever. Optimus, or I don't know. It's a Kia. And they got I said, hey, go up there and get an oil change. I already know he's going to use the synthetic. They want to put the synthetic. They got the little turbo engine and stuff like that. The first time we got a oil change, it was $100 and something bucks because it's synthetic. $90 something dollars came out to $100 something bucks for synthetic oil, that he got to use for that particular vehicle. So they changed out the air filter in the engine, which was $25. But then, they said, hey, you got another filter, a cabin filter that's in the glove compartment and blah, blah, blah. Let us check that out to see if it needs to be cleaned. It was dirty as I don't know what. So it needed to be replaced. It did need to be replaced. But it was $60 for that filter. $60? So now I got to look and see about that filter, how I get in there to change that, because that's not going to happen again. When that thing needs to be changed, like, nah, I don't figure out how to change that. Like, you can change your filter out in your engine, your car filter, but to have a cabin filter, it's ridiculous. It comes with all the bells and the whistle for that car though, but still, it's a 2015. But I'm getting pretty fed up with vehicles and maintenance. But I guess that's what happens when you got all these vehicles and trying to crack the code, trying to be an entrepreneur, trying to do something with this business, going through that phase, where the kids need their vehicles to get them back and forth. When I was a kid, you just had a beater if you could get one. And your parents didn't want to put you on their insurance because the insurance is going to go sky high. Insurance is a joke. Insurance is a scam. They'll get you for a lot of money when you're a teenager, 16, when you start driving. They just jack your insurance up so high because most likely, they claim that, they're going to get in an accident. Hey, you get in an accident, you get in an accident. Insurance is for you to get in. If you get in an accident, you get in an accident. Hopefully you come out of that accident and, maybe your car's totaled or whatever the case is. Now they got it where they want to give you gap insurance. The dealer wants to give you gap insurance. So if you have an accident and you own this vehicle, you have an accident and the insurance, now they won't give you the total of what your car is worth. So if they don't give you the total of what your car is worth, you owe, say for instance, let's say $20,000 on the vehicle. They say, well, This vehicle is 1 or 2 years old and 3 years old, and it's worth 15 grand. We're going to only cut you a check for 15 grand for this vehicle. Well, I owe the bank 20. Well, this is where we can give you. So the gap insurance is supposed to be to cover that extra 5,000. Well, what if you know, man, you put that gap insurance on your loan or whatever, or however it come out, you know, when you purchase the vehicle. Depending on how long you got this vehicle, it might be for 5 years, 4 years, whatever the case is. Most likely it's a 5-year deal majority of the time. You trying to tell me that extra $100, you know, for the gap insurance? Well, that's for a truck, so it might be a little bit less for a car. Cars be like $15. But it's another way to squeeze a little bit of money out of you. And say, for instance, you don't get in an accident. They don't like say, hey, you didn't get in an accident. You really didn't use this gap insurance. What you were paying for this gap insurance, we're going to cut you either half of it that we acquired from you, or, man, we're going to return this back to you. Now, wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great if they say, hey, you haven't been in an accident and, man, I haven't been in an accident since I was 19. No, let's see. Probably 16, 17. Probably 17. I haven't been in an accident since I was 17 years old. And I've been paying insurance for all these years. And I've never got a check cut back to me. Which, you know, Allstate, they claim that they, you know, cut you a check if you don't be in an accident for so many years, or if you got a perfect record and all this stuff. But these insurance, man, they such scammer. They are scammers. They just take advantage of you. Did I tell you I had to have my AC? I probably mentioned this, but I had to have my AC repaired. The AC company was trying to, man, make me get a new one. And there's a guy that I always get for a second opinion. He's not a big company. He's kind of a solo guy and has people kind of help him out and stuff like that. He found the problem, and it was like $800, but still, what he charged me for $800 to find the problem, they were trying to charge me $4,000. So the same amount of work that he did for $800, the big company was trying to charge me $4,000. They wanted me to get, now, I'm like, can you fix the problem? But they sent over a salesman to try to sell me a new unit with a furnace. Now, the unit and furnace that I got right now is only 5 years old. So, the outside unit is 5 years old. The furnace is 5 years old. What? They're supposed to last you between 10 to 15 years, 10 to 12 years for the AC unit. 20 years supposed to be for your furnace. At least 15 to 20 years is for your furnace. So my unit's 5 years old. It was leaking some coolant. It leaked the coolant. He found my guy that I call in to, like, for second opinions and stuff, and then if it's good, I let him do it. He found the problem and $800, but they were trying to get my wife to get a unit for $12,000. Oh yeah, the furnace is going to be free. There's nothing free, buddy. There's nothing free. I know that there's nothing free in this world. Nothing. Don't tell me that the furnace we're gonna throw in the furnace if we can replace your. We're gonna throw the furnace in if you replace your AC unit outside, so you can be up to standard with the new regulations and the new Freon and stuff like that. We'll replace the whole thing for $12,000, where we're gonna throw that furnace in. You're getting the furnace for free. Man, who you think I am? Who you think I am? But yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. The big companies, they are trying to rape you like the big. Oh, I better not say that on here. My fault. They're trying to stiff you. These companies are trying to stiff you. Like, I just want honest companies that's like, hey, look, we could do this, this, and this. Don't try to sell me a unit when my unit is not bad. It's just something else is going on with it. Find the leak. Oh, that's going to be $4,000 if we got to go and trace it and try to figure out where it's at. And then we have to charge you an attic fee, if we go up there and it's really too hot and blah, blah, blah. We like to, I get it. They try to, if they have to go in your attic because you have some of your furnaces in your attic, if you have to go in your attic, then they want to do this early in the morning. They want to do the early morning things because those attics are hot, so I get that. But if you're going to give me an option to come back the next day, then hey, be my guest, come back the next day and do it. So that you don't have somebody, burning up there, so I get it, but don't say you're going to charge me an attic fee, if they got to go up there and stuff like that. Just come back tomorrow when y'all need to schedule it and waive that off. I don't want to pay no more than I have to. I mean, we've been doing just fine with the fans and opening up the window and at night it'll cool down and stuff like that. Sometimes you gotta suck it up and man, there's people that don't have AC. So what are they doing? They got the fans in the window. They got the AC units in the window. You know what I mean? So we get by, but find out what the problem is. Don't try to give me a whole brand new unit. But yeah, guys, this year has been beating me up, man. I don't think I've ever spent this much money in a year on repairs, upgrades, repairs, this, repair that, truck this, truck that, business repairs. It's been crazy. And I'm going to go into my 10th year. And I'm hoping that, man, just let me be able to just work. Just work. I just want to just work. I want things to just work. And I want to work and earn money instead of giving money back like to bull crap, man. It's like everybody trying to get you. It's ridiculous. Everybody's trying to get you. I just want honesty. Honesty in business. I try to give all my customers honest quotes. Be honest with them. I'm not trying to get over on them. There's companies that they prey on people to get over on them. Because, they do it to women. They do it to kids. Like my son, when he went to go get his filter, Yeah, it needs to be changed, but he didn't know no better to be like, oh, I didn't know there was one in there. Is it easy to change? See, these are things that you would say. Is it easy to change? Oh, okay, no, don't worry about it. I'll change it. I didn't even know if it was one. I didn't even know it was one in this car. A cabin filter. I'll look it up and I'll change it myself. How much is it? $60? Oh, no. I can do it myself. I'll figure it out. I'll find it. I'll do it myself. It's for the cabin. Yeah, no, just change the filter in the engine. I think that's more important. And I'll figure the other one out, if it's not that if it's not that hard to change out. That's what I would have just said. But, kids, they don't know any better yet. They just getting into the world of, hey, you bring your car in. Every used car that you bring into a mechanic, they going to find problems. We got that. But I need you to fix the problem to get me to keep going to A to B. If it's a wiper blade or whatever, I could change that out. If it's this, I could do that. Just take care of the oil change. I know that, I need this done, wiper blades, blah, 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 the filter. I could get that myself. Just change the oil. That's what I don't want to do. Just change the oil. If I had time and I was a mechanic savvy or whatever, I'll just change my own oil. You know what I mean? But anyway, guys, this is almost like a rant, and I'm just sitting back and I'm thinking like, man, I'll be out of luck up the creek if I would have just got rid of these 2 trucks, because now I wouldn't have nothing to drive, especially and no telling what they're going to tell me about Black Beauty, the diesel truck. No telling what they're going to tell me. Man, am I going to have to come up with some money? Am I going to have to be like, okay, fix it? Most likely I'm going to say, hey, fix it. Like, what could you do? Fix it there. Last time they cleaned it, so maybe they got to do it again. Hey, what can we do so we don't have this problem again? I need it fixed. So if you got to change out the particle or particular filter underneath that run under there that cleans the what's the name, then change it out. How much? $2,500? Okay, please just do it. I'm hoping they don't say no $3,000 and $4,000 and $5,000 and all this other crazy stuff. That's where it start hurting your pockets, man. When you start going into the $1,000 just to do work on the truck, Anyway, guys. Hey, if you stay with me, thanks for rocking with me. Hey, this is my sanity right here. I have to come out and talk to you guys because you gotta let this out. Your wife don't really care. Your wife don't care. And you really don't want them to know really anyway what's really going on, to the point where if I was complaining to my wife all the time about what's going on and what I gotta do and what I'm thinking about, and they don't care about none of this stuff. That's your business. They don't care. So if I had to tell them, if you had to tell your wives what's really going on, or man, what you got to really deal with the cut. That's why I used to try to have my wife answer the phones, call people back. I kind of took that away from her because she didn't really want to do it. She helped out for a couple of years and stuff, but I just said, okay, I'll just take the phone and I'll do it. I'll answer the phone calls. I'll get back with the people. I'll do this. It just alleviates a lot of bickering and how come you didn't answer the phone, or how come you this. It just alleviates it. It's just like, forget it. I'll just take the calls. I'll just take the phone with me at all times and stuff like that. I really didn't want to deal with that because, you know, in business, you know, you want to perceive yourself as the business. So who usually answers the phones? It's usually nice toned females answering the phone. Hello, how may I help you? This is L&L Lawn Service. Ha ha ha, he he he. Yes, 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 yes. You know what I mean? So it kind of, that psychological plays where, oh, okay, this is the office. This is the business. Man, he got somebody answering the phone. Even when they find out, hey, it's the wife, it's like, oh, okay, she's pleasant, she's this, she's very nice, this and that. It goes a long way. When I answer the phone, man, I just want to text you, hey, what's going on? What do you need? You know, I have like customer service skills, but I just don't want to utilize them like that. I just want to get the work done. I just need to bring the customers in, and then I'll go talk to them. If I got to talk to them face to face, I have no problem doing that. But trying to answer the phones and stuff like that, I don't want to deal with that. I'm out and about. I want to get the work done. I want to put the people on the schedule. I want to do all that. So help me out. And it wasn't, this year was no go. So I said, fine, it's all good. Anyway, guys, you guys heard me enough. If you stayed for this, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, because that means you care. You care. You care about what's going on in L&L Lawn Services life. You care. If you stayed this long, you care, and I appreciate you. You know, it's just some of these videos, and I noticed this, that a lot of YouTubers, this is their stress reliever. This is their therapy. You can talk to people. They respond to you. They are compassionate. They care. And I appreciate you guys care. You know. Yeah, it means a lot. So, like I said, a lot of this is therapy, just getting it out there, and then, okay. Because if your wives, if you had to talk to your wives, they'll probably get tired of you. They don't want to know about all this stuff. They don't want to know about the trucks. They don't want to know about the mowers. Oh, why did you buy a new mower? What you do that for? They'll care when and they be like, what's this? Oh, you got a new mower? What's that? Why you buy a new mower? I know you don't know this, but my other one kept breaking down, and I needed to get another one because I need my job as easy as possible, stress-free as possible, and I want to keep my routine the same. I want to keep everything the same. That's why I love the ramp rack. I'm dealing with cookie cutter yards. I'm not trying to deal with the big yards and the acres and all that. I'm dealing with the cookie cutter yard. So for me to get in and out, this and that, without the trailer hauling behind me, I'd rather use the ramp rack. Bam, in and out. Somebody need to drive it, no problem. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm out. Thanks for listening. See you on the next video.